Hi all, welcome back to my channel. I'm literally just going out for a run and I thought I'd do not exactly a review, an overview of the new Harrier, I always say this wrong so I'll put the name, Van Helen trekking poles, the Pro version and it's version 2. And the first thing I'll tell you is I made the strap longer. The strap wasn't very long. Basically, so that I can swing it drop the poles out, swing the bag back. They're the fixed lengths. I've done it this week. Whoops. Drop them on the floor. Right. They're the fixed length and they literally just snap into place for quick deployment and you're off. But like I said, the strap these come with is pretty short. You can't do that with it basically, and all I've done is just got some spare strap and basically I cut the original strap and I've extended it with a little bit of sewing to make the strap longer. But yeah, so there we go then. That's a little tip for you if you want to do that. Right, the new poles, carbon fibre. I'll let you have a quick look first because we're not gonna because of they are very, very pretty to say the least. That's the wrong way around. You'll see that's that weird name that I always pronounce wrong. They are extremely light, about 100 grams or just over 100 grams. Right, now I'm gonna you know, people say, oh sure, tell you about the pros and cons and stuff. Well, I'm gonna start with what I consider a con, but it's, well, no, there's two. All right, but this is the only one that I found important. All right, with the version 1s, shall we say, the original ones, all right, they had one thing that I really wanted when I bought these. All right, on the mud basket here, there was like a little cutout so that when you fold your poles up, they actually clipped into place, right, and locked in. Well, that's gone. They didn't put that in the version 2, and it kind of bugged me because that is one of the reasons why I bought these. I thought, oh, that's cool, you know what I mean? But it's not the end of the world, right? But that is kind of a con that annoyed me a little bit. And the only other thing that bugged me, right, is the hand strap here. Right, we all know by now, or you should know, you come in from the bottom, grab and lock your hand in place there. And if it's a bit too big, you pull down on the tag. If it's a bit too short, you pull it out a little bit. However, I don't know if you'll notice there, if I can try and hold that still and the camera might zoom. The tag, I'm not going to take it out, right? I've actually got some Velcro holding it in place. There's all this extra, right? There's all this extra down to here, right? If I open this hole up as much as I'm allowed to with all this extra, I could get my leg, I could probably get my head through there. Why they've got all this extra material, I don't know, right? And it just gets in the road, it flaps about all over, it gets in the bloody road when you're putting it in and out of your bags and stuff. And when you're trying to attach it to your run vest, it's just in the road. Right, so like I said, I've just put some Velcro webbing round and just locked it down. But apart from that, they're the two little niggles I've got. Everything else I absolutely love about this pole. Everything. Like I said, extremely lightweight, right? Carbon fibre, but it's very strong. I've had a few runs with it now, and I didn't just want to do a review after just getting them. Oh, they look nice, do a review. I have had a few runs with them, and I'm very, very happy. And the weight wise, because they're so light, when you've got them strapped to your run vest, you hardly feel them, to be honest. And when they're in your hands, if you just, like I do a lot of filming, as you know, and sometimes I've got the camera in that hand, and if I've been running with me, just to hold on to your poles and run with them, they're so light, you know what I mean? Even just holding them when you're running. So they are lightweight, but they are very, very strong. And yeah, I mean, we're not talking mountaineering, that ain't what they're for. They're actually the running poles, trekking poles, but the running poles, all right? Another upgrade they've made, well, I believe they've made an upgrade here, all right? If I'm wrong, all right, if this was the same in the version 1, please tell me. But from what I've found out from watching videos and looking at photos, this is an upgrade. And what it is, it's the actual button here. So I'll try and hold that still so you can get a zoom in on it. If it will zoom in on it. Oh boy, if I put my hand there. Not zoom in, focus, that's the word. It's not a round little metally button anymore. Right, it's flat and it has like ridges on. Right, so you've got somewhat smooth but yet grippy to press down on to close your pole up. Right, but it's still, when you're opening, still locks in place really nice and tight. And I'll just try that again a little bit closer. I don't know if it'll. Put your hat in the road, George. See if that helps it focus. I've no idea if that's going to focus, but that's about the best I can do. I probably then just moved it away as it focused. But no, nice grip. Personally, I prefer cork, but each to their own. All right, there's nothing wrong with this sort of like a foam grip. All right, and it's sort of like anti-sweat as well, so you should be able to use these all day without sliding and slipping and everything. But to be quite honest, because they are what they are, there's not a lot I can really tell you. You do get your little rubber bungs for like concrete and stuff, and you've got a nice little tip on the end. See if we can hold that, which I believe is tungsten, if that's how you pronounce it. Could be saying that wrong, but yeah. Like I said, I've ran with them a few times now, and I'm very, very happy with them. Now that I've sorted out that extra, I mean, see if you can get a close-up of that. Just look there, of all that extra, all the way down to here, all this extra webbing, right, to make the hole bigger. And like I said, if I used that, my head would fit through there. So why? I mean, this here could have been stopped there. Right, halfway, and there's still plenty of room to expand that to make it big. And nobody's got, well, might be one or two people in the world with giant hands, but I mean, you have to think it's, and if I extended that, it's just, I don't know, they may have done it for a different reason which I don't know about, but whatever. Two different colours. Right, I'll leave a link in the description. Right, but you get two different colours from Harrier. Right, but I liked, well, to be honest, I thought these were black. They looked black in the picture, and I didn't really read the colouring chart bit. And they're sort of like a blacky green, for want of a better word. They're like a really, really dark, see if you can see that, like a really, really dark green. But Halvellyn Pro version 2 by, come on, focus in for once in your life. I bet that didn't, but Harrier. But yeah, just a quick, like I said, it's not like a full review, even though it kind of is in a way. This was just, I'll just show you what I've got type thing and tell you that I really like them, which I do. because of the quick deploy and the quick pack away, you're not exactly messing about anymore. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to get them out. I actually own about five. I own 5 sets of trekking poles, actually. 5 bloody pairs now. Right, these will be just for running. Right, normal running. Right, hills and, you know what I mean, running. Right, my other set, I'm just dicking down here actually. This set I'd got, right, these are the aluminium ones. Now, don't get me wrong, these are awesome. These also have that extra long bloody tag on. Right, these are really good poles, right, really good poles. Yeah, look at that. Huge. I could make that hole massive, but anyway, yeah, I do really like these as well. Whoops, the times I do that. Don't panic if that happens, by the way, just slide it back in, get in there. I just opened it up too far, that's all. But yeah, these ones, right, they've got that older fashiony type of button on, you get me? So I do think that the thing is, but they've upgraded them. But no, these being aluminium, they are stronger because aluminium is stronger than carbon. And I would use these on more rockier terrain. Alright, say I was in the Lake District and up and down, whatever, but some more rockier terrain. But like I said, because they're fixed poles, one length and everything, you don't have to actually mess about, sort of like lining up your little numbers and making sure you get exactly the right size and stuff like that. And you know what I mean? You just pull them out, open them up and you're ready. But as I say, don't get me wrong, I still like these and they will still be getting used. And I might as well mention it, I've got another set of aluminium ones, but I've had them for years. That's sort of like an older set. Just leave them in the car just in case I've ever forgotten a pair. And then I've got a good strong set for long distance hiking. So that's 1, 2, 3, 5. 4 or 5. Oh, can't count. Anyway, right. Really, just a quick review of the new poles, the version 2s, and just to tell you, I really do like them. I like the weight, I like the colour, I like the design. It's a pity about that mud basket. I was a little bit annoyed about, well, annoyed is the wrong way, disappointed. I was a little bit disappointed about that mud basket, but they've got rid of it for a reason, that little clip. Maybe it made the mud basket weak, I don't know, but they've got rid of it for a reason. But apart from that, I really do like them. Quick deploy, feel very strong, very sturdy when you're running. They're not like wobbling about or anything. And yeah, they are a good set of poles. And what I do like about Harrier as well, with all their poles, you do get a nice bag with them, no matter which ones you're getting. Like they're the aluminium ones. It says aluminium on them. Right, but you do get a nice little bag with them. It's a pity they didn't make the straps longer though. Right, it's just a short strap. Right, it roughly, well, whatever, it's a short strap. Right, but now I've extended it, I can just chuck this around my shoulder. Right, yes, I know I could put it in the run vest and stuff, but I'm not wearing my running vest today. I'm just doing a bit of a road run, and I'm only doing about 5k, just running around the block, for want of a better word. But I'm taking these with me, because if my knees start to ache or something, I've got them with me. Anyway, yeah, right. Whoa, there goes the microphone. I bet that made a noise when I clicked it. Right, I'm going to leave this here then, and like I said, just a quick sort of review, but I just wanted you to tell you about them and let you know, if you're thinking about buying some, you won't be disappointed. They are bloody good poles. And the first thing will shock you when you get them. when the postman or whatever delivers you the box, you'll go, is he out in that box? They are that light. But yet they're made very well and they're very strong carbon. It's a really, really high quality carbon. Okay then, I'll leave this one here. Simply say thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Just a quickie, and I'll catch you later. Cheers. Going for a run now.